Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ray and this is Ray's Budget. Guys, in today's video we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Now I am calling this video my April week 1 cash planning breakdown. Now I saw another YouTuber doing this and I thought I'd do the exact same process, and a lot of you were asking for more behind the scenes of how I budget, stay on track with my budgeting and being consistent. So I thought for the month of April, I will bring this type of planning videos to you guys. In addition to that, I thought this would be a good video for those out there that are new to cash budgeting and want to know how some of us figure out what types of denominations we need, how many denominations we need. And for me, I wanted to also show you guys my thought process and planning when it comes down to my savings challenges and ensuring that I hit my debt payoff or savings goals. So if you are interested in seeing how I plan, how much money I need on a weekly basis to stuff my cash envelopes and to ensure that I am hitting my savings goals, then please keep watching. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. Like I stated, for the month of April, we are going to do our Tuesday videos a little bit different. But before we get into this cash planning, I want to know how you guys are doing. Has your week started off good? Let me know down in the comments. Now, typically, when I do my planning for how much cash I need on a weekly basis, when I'm doing my cash stuffing, I normally use my Baddies and Budgets budget book. But as most of you know, that book is way too big, and I just did not want to deal with it during these types of videos. So what I did was I went on to Etsy and I found this cash breakdown sheet, which was perfect for me. You can print this off in landscape or you can do it in portrait. I decided to do it in landscape. But if you're interested in this cash breakdown, I will link it down in the description box so you guys can go over to Etsy and check it out. Now, we are going to be working with a budget of $640 this week. Now, let's see where this $640 is going to be going. Now, typically, guys, as most of you know, I do a monthly budget with me video every month. And I did do an April budget with me. And if you guys haven't checked out that video, I will link it in the iCards and down in the description box so you can check it out. But during that video, I show how we budget our monthly bills and expenses using the zero-based budgeting method. And I also discuss how much goes into my everyday spending envelopes and my high priority sinking funds on a monthly basis. But for today's video, what I am doing is basically breaking those numbers down into weekly goals, since I stuff these envelopes on a weekly basis. Now, the first one we are going to do, and let me get a pen out, is my everyday spending envelopes and my high priority sinking funds. And then, actually, I have this backwards. So the first ones we are going to attack today are my everyday spending envelopes and my high priority sinking funds. And I am going to put on the screen what my monthly budgeted amounts are for my everyday spending envelopes. And for groceries, we budgeted $560 a month. And all I do is I take that $560 and divide it by 4, and I will get a weekly amount. So this week in my groceries, I am going to be budgeting or stuffing $140. For dining out, we normally budget more than $80 a month. We budget $160. But for those of you who know, you know, this month we are actually working with a smaller budget. But we are working with $80 this month for dining out. So I'm going to take that 80 divided by 4. And this week we are going to be cash stuffing $20. When it comes to allowance, guys, I budgeted $30 this month for my allowance. But I am not going to be putting anything into that envelope this week because I am not going anywhere. And I'm currently not working. And then for home goods, guys, we budgeted $40, but we are going to put $10 into that envelope this week. And then for gas, I budgeted $120 for the month for me, but Since I'm not working and I am not driving anywhere this week, I am budgeting $20 for gas. Now, what we're going to do is move into my high priority sinking funds, and I am going to put on the screen what I budgeted for the month for my high priority sinking funds. Now, just as a FYI to anyone who's new out there, I do have more sinking funds than this. The other sinking funds are sinking funds for my self-care binder, my revolving sinking funds, and my long-term savings sinking funds. I do not budget those with our income we have coming in from our jobs. Those sinking funds are funded with money proceeds from my YouTube pay and from proceeds from my shop. These I like to budget with our checks we receive from our employers, because I want to make sure that I get these funded. And the other sinking funds are nice to have sinking funds. They don't really have a goal or anything like that. So for back to school, we budgeted $20 for the month, but we're going to put $5 into that envelope this week. For subscriptions, we budgeted $4, but we're going to put $1 in that this week. Thanksgiving dinner, we budgeted $20. We're going to stuff $5 this week. For car registration, we budgeted $16 for the month. We're going to put $4. Is that right? Car registration, no. Car registration, we budgeted $4. We're going to put $1 into that this week. Candle day, we budgeted $16 for the month. We're going to put $4 into that envelope this week. Car insurance premium, we are 6 months ahead on our monthly car insurance payments. So we're actually saving up for the months of July through December. And our monthly car insurance payment is $133. So we're actually going to be stuffing $33 into that envelope this week. And lastly, for my high priority sinking funds, is Christmas. We budgeted $40 for the month. So we're going to put $10 into that envelope this week. So what I want to do now real quick is calculate these. That totals $249. So we're going to put that at the bottom. And then the next thing I'm going to do is figure out what denominations I need for each envelope. Now, I get a lot of questions asking, how do I determine which denominations I want to put in each envelope? It is really up to you. There is no rhyme or reason to it. For me, I try to stuff with the highest denomination so that my envelopes don't get bulky. So for example, when it comes to groceries, I always stuff with 2 50s and 2 20s. I would never do 2 50s, a 20, and then 10 ones, because then my envelope would be bulky. But like I stated before, there's no rhyme or reason as to why we do it. It is really up to you what denominations you want to stuff in each envelope. Now, when it comes to dining out, we have $20, so we're going to stuff it with $120. Allowance, I'm not stuffing that one this week. Home goods, we're stuffing that with $10, so I'm going to do one $10 bill. Gas, $20, I'm going to do one $20 bill. Back to school, $5, I'm going to do one $5 bill. Subscriptions, $1, we're going to do $1 bill. Thanksgiving, $5, so $5 bill. Car registration, $1, $1 bill. Candle day. Unfortunately, I got to do 4 ones. So we're going to do 4 ones. Car insurance premium, $33. So we are going to do $120. We're going to do $110. That's $30. And then we're going to do 3 ones. That totals $33. And last but not least, we have Christmas, which is $10. So we're going to do a $10 bill. And then next, what you want to do is add up each denomination. So for my ones, I have 3 and 4 is 7, 8, 9. Then for my 5s, I have 1, 2. Then for my 10s, I have 1, 2, 3. And then for my 20s, I have 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for my 50s, I have 2. And then what we're going to do is calculate, because we want to make sure our denominations add up to our total amount that we will be taking out of the bank. So for my ones, that's going to be $9. For my fives, I have 2, so that's going to be 10. For my tens, I have 3, so that's going to be 30. For my 20s, I have 5, so that is going to be $100. And then for my 50s, I have 2, so that's going to be another $100. When I add these up, it should add up to $249. So we have 100 for 50s, 100 for 20s, 30 for 10s, 10 for 5s, and 9 for 1s. And that equals $249. So we are done with my cash planning for my everyday spending and my sinking funds. Now we're going to move to my savings challenges, and there it gets a little tricky. So give me one moment. Okay, guys, I am back. Now we're going to talk about my savings challenges. And like I stated, with my savings challenges, it can be a little bit tricky because I have different savings goals that I'm trying to meet and different debt payoff goals that I'm trying to meet. So I want to make sure that there are certain savings challenges that I'm making sure that I am stuffing on a monthly basis. And there's reasons as to why. So with the first 3, and I stuffed these 3 during my Thursday's cash stuffings. The first 3 are, well, the first 2, I actually use those funds. Once I'm done stuffing those goals for the month, we use those funds to help meet our $515 principal only payment goal on our mortgage. So these have to get done. So the first one is the my 2024 1K come up. And for the month of April, let me pull this out. For the month of April, the goal is, let me go to the goal sheet. The goal is $105, right? But in addition to that, there are dice on here that you would also roll, and you will save an additional $21. So what I always do every month is I take the goal amount plus that amount. So 105 plus 105, no, 110 plus 21. My goal amount for the 1K come up is $131. So I take that amount divided by 4, and I am going to stuff the 1K come up with $33 per week to ensure I meet that monthly goal. And then the next one is my quarterly challenge. Now with my quarterly challenge, I am a little ahead with this challenge, which is a good thing. Keep that right there. And let's go to, I'm on quarter 3. And with quarter 3, we are done with July. We are actually on August. No, that's September. We're on August, right? And with August, the goal is $130. So we're going to take 130 divided by 4. And we're going to stuff that one with $33 as well. And then next, and you know what I forgot to do? Give me one moment. Because as I told you guys, we are working with $640, right? And so, real quick, 640 minus 249, we have $391 to work with for our savings challenges, and I need to remember that. So let me write 391 down on here, because once I get further in, I need to make sure I'm on track. So for the quarterly challenge, we're going to do $33 this week. So let me go ahead and put this up. And then lastly, we have another monthly challenge that I am doing. I'm actually well ahead with this challenge, guys. And I think this month, now I know this month I'm going to do 2 months. So we are going to do August and September. So, guys, it is storming outside really bad. But we have 5 and 9, which is 14. 8 and 15 is 23. And that is for August. And then September, we have 10 and 9 for 19. And then 12 and 15 for what? 27. That is a total of $83 for this challenge that I want to do for the month of April. So we're going to divide that by 4. We're going to stuff this one with $21 per week. So let's go ahead and write 21 down. And I want to make sure this stays in frame. Now, the next savings challenges that I'm going to go over are challenges that I want to get done in the month of April. Now, the first one I want to get done is the less travel challenge, because we are using these savings in the month of May when we go to DC to see my future son-in-law graduate from Georgetown. So I'm actually almost finished with this challenge. We only have these 3 amounts to save. We have 20, 35, and 35, which is a total of what, $90. So this week, let's go ahead and do 35. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. And then we are going to move to my other challenges that I want to make sure that I get finished this month. And let me go to those challenges now. So the first one is Three's a Crowd, as most of you know. Where is it at? Right here. Last month I started and finished It Takes Two to Tango. This month we're going to do Three's a Crowd. Now with this challenge, there is no goal amount. You roll die and see where it takes you. And since I don't know what the goal amount is, I am going to budget $100 for this challenge. And so we're going to take 100 divided by 4. I am going to put or budget $25 for this savings challenge for this Sunday. The next one we have is Spring Savings. And this is one of my savings challenge bundles. And I actually started Springtime Savings last month. And I want to get this bundle done and over with. The goal for it is $250. And what I'm going to do is look and see what challenges I still need to do. Add them up. So I still need to do Blooming Savings, and I have 5 plus 3 plus 6. So I need $14 to finish that one. Spring Into Savings is a $65 challenge. And then last but not least, we have Spring Fling, which is $75 plus. So what I am going to do is budget $85 for that one. So that is a total of $164 I am budgeting in order to get this bundle completed. So we're going to take that 164 divided by 4, and that is going to be $41. And then we have April Savings, which is one of the new savings challenges in my shop. And with April Savings, the goal, or April Showers, the goal is $60. So 60 divided by 4, we're going to stuff that with $15 this Sunday. Then we have Taco Time, which is another new challenge. The goal for that is $50 plus. Since I don't know what the roll and save amount is going to be, I am going to budget $65 for this one. And so 65 divided by 4. So we're going to round that off to $16 this week for Taco Time. Then we have the $1, $5, $10 Holla. That is a $118 challenge. So 118 divided by 4. $29.50. We're going to round that off to $30. So those are the savings challenges that I want to get done this month, right? And then we have, you know, there's one on here that I forgot to put. I don't even have my week by week on here either. So we're going to do this right now. So week by week. That is a savings challenge from Hands and Bands. For the month of April, the goal is $16 because you save $4 per week. So we are going to put $4 for that one. And then I forgot to do my monthly roll and save. And for the monthly roll and save for April, there are predetermined numbers on here. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roll and saves that you have to do. So the predetermined numbers add up to 19. And then I'm just going to budget, let's say $30 for the rolls. That gives me $49 for the month. Divide that by 4. We're going to say $13 for the roll and save. So let's write 13, roll and save. And so let's go ahead and put this up because we are done with this one, right? And I'm going to do a cash count really quick of where we are at. So we had $391 that we're working with. So we got 33, 1, 5, 1, 15, 16, 30, 4, and 13. 266. For some reason, that number is wrong. Give me 1 second. 275 plus 89. 364. So let's do that all over again. 33, 21, 25, 25, 21, 15, 16, 30. We're at 240. No, we're not. 4, 13. We're at 266. So let me write that down. So minus 364. I have $98 to work with, guys. So another thing I want to do is I have a lot of savings challenges that I'm doing, right? So what I'm going to start doing, some of these savings challenges I've already been doing them with, like the 2024 and the Cute Saver and the Boss Babe savings. I've been rotating where I do one week and then one the next week. I'm going to actually do that with all the savings challenges that don't really have a goal. And eventually those savings challenges will move up to the savings challenge that I want to complete in a particular month, depending upon where I'm at as far as the goal amount is for that savings challenge. And I hope I am making sense. Now, I normally rotate between Cute Saver and my Boss Babe savings. So this week coming up, I am going to stuff the Cute Saver challenge because the prior cash stuffing, I did the Boss Babe savings. So the Cute Savers challenge is going to get $25 this upcoming week. And then we are going to move into this savings challenge binder. And remember, we have already done Less Travel because that's when I want to get done this week, right? And so the next one is Odds and Ends. And odds and evens, I am not going to stuff until the following week because we are going to do Less Glow. And with Less Glow, I am going to budget, let's do 20. And then we'll get to slide into savings in a moment. When it comes to 2024s, I've always stuffed this twice a month. I did not stuff it during my last cash stuffing, so we are going to stuff it this week. And we're going to give it, it's $24. And then let's go to slide into savings, which is a new challenge in my shop and bingo. But before we do that, let's go ahead and add these up again. 33, 4, and 13. $285. Okay. And so far we got 285 and 89 plus minus 285, 79. So between slide into savings and bingo, I have about $80. I'm just going to round that off to $80. So we're going to budget 40 for blind bingo, because as y'all know, with blind bingo and slide into savings, which is 2 new challenges in my shop, I really don't know what the amount is going to be until I actually play the savings challenge. So we're going to do $40 for slide into savings and $40 into blind bingo. So let's go ahead and put these back in here. And then next week we are going to we're going to budget for Boss Babe Savings, Odds and Evens, and Level Up, which are 2 challenges I did not get to because I am trying to stay under $300 when it comes to my savings challenges. Well, not 300, but $300 for my Save Day Sundays, and then around 90 for my Thursday savings challenge stuffing. So let's go ahead and add these up and see what we come up with. Again, so we got 33, 33. That's 415. 275, and what was that? 89, 364. I am way over. What is going on here? Something is wrong. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, so my overall budget was 640, right? 640 minus 249. That's $391. $391 that I'm working with. So we're going to move this to the back. And so all of these we need to make sure that we stuff. So this is 33, 33, 21, 35, 25, 41, 15, 16, and 30. So those add up to 249, right? We got 391, so minus 391. That gives me $142 to still work with, right? So next we have Cute Saver. Then we have Let's Glow. Then we have 2024s. Slide into, you know what, before we even do those two, let's do week by week and roll and save. So minus 4 for week by week, minus 13 for roll and save. That gives us $56. So we're going to take that $56 divided by 2. So slide into savings is going to get 28, and blind bingo is going to get 28. So let's redo this all over again, and this should add up to 391, okay? Trying to stay on my budget. 33, yes, okay, great. We are at 391. So what I am going to do now, guys, is go through and do my denominations. And just as an FYI to you guys, I do the denomination breakdown for the savings challenges just for the sake of the bank teller. But when I do my actual savings challenges on Sunday, I just put the money into the cash tray and I just pull. To me, it doesn't matter what denomination. I just do this so that I can take this information to the bank to pull out the money. So for the 1K come up, we have $33. I'm going to do 120, 110, and 3 ones. For the quarterly challenge, which is $33, I'm going to do the same thing. For the monthly challenges, let's do 2 10s and 1 1. Let's travel. We're just going to do a 20, a 10, and a 5 for a total of 35. For the 3s, a crowd, we're going to do a 20 and a 5. For spring savings, we're going to do 2 20s and a $1 bill for 41. Spring savings, no. April showers, $15. We're going to do 110 and 1.5. Taco time, which is $16. We're going to do 110, 1.5, and 1.1. For the dollar holla challenge, we have $30. So we are going to do a 20 and let's do 2 5s. The Cute Savers challenge, we are going to do a 20 and a 5. For the Let's Glow challenge, we are going to do a 20. 2024s, we're going to do 120 and 4 ones. Slide into savings, we're actually going to do, let's do 2 10s for 20 and then 8 ones for 28. And we're going to do the same with blind bingo. 2 10s and 8 ones. Then week by week, we have $4. So we're just going to do 4 ones. And roll and save, which is $13. We are going to do 1 10 and 3 ones. So let's go ahead and add these up. So for the ones, we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 4 plus 16 plus 7. So that is 36 ones. For the 5s, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 5s. For the 10s, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And let me count that one more time. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. And then for the 20s, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we're going to do now is calculate. So we have 10 20s. So that should be $200. And I'm going to circle that. Next we have the 10s. 12 10s, so that should be 120. For the 5s, we have 7 5s, so that's going to be 35. And for the 1s, we have 36, so that should be 36. So hopefully this is correct. So 36 plus 35 plus 120 plus 120. 311. Something is wrong. 36 plus 35, 120, and 200. Oh, okay, 391. I did 20s as 100. So 200 plus 120 plus 35 plus 36. $391, guys. Great. I got it correct, right? So what I then do, so the first thing we're going to do is write down 1s, 5s, 10s, 20s, and 50s, right? And so what I want to do is go through and calculate how many ones I need. So for ones, we have 36 plus what I have on my sinking funds and everyday spending envelopes, 9. So that's a total of 45. Then we have our 5s. We have 7. And then we have 2 for a total of 9. Then we have our 10s, which is 12 and 3 for a total of 15. Then we have our 20s, which is 10 and 5 for a total of 15. And then we have our 50s, which only have 2 50s, right? So what I'm going to do, because this should add up to $391 plus $249, this should add up to $640. So $640. Let's hope this adds up. All right, so 45 ones is $45, right? Then 9 5s is 45. Then 15 10s is 150. And then 15 20s is 300. And then 2 50s is 100. So let's see, 45 plus 45 plus 150, 300 and 100, $640. So what I do now is I get a bank slip, and let me get a marker, because this is what I'm going to take to the bank to give to the teller. And I just transfer these numbers. We're not getting $100 bills out. 50s, we are getting 2 for $100. 20s, we're getting 15 for $300. 10s, we're getting 15 for 150. 5s, we're getting 9 for 45. And 1s, we're getting 45 for $45. And I always add this up again before I take it to the bank. So let's do it one more time. So we have 100, 300, 150, 45, and 45. $640. And guys, the bank tellers love these. And that is it. That is how I do this every week. I typically do it on Mondays to get myself prepared for my Thursday's cash stuffing. But this is what I do every week in order to stay on top of my budget and stay consistent with, making sure I'm putting the right amounts into whatever envelopes and making sure that I am hitting my weekly goals so that I hit my monthly savings goals. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment below. If you're new to my channel and you're liking what you see, please make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave, because I would love to have you here. Guys, I will talk to you on Thursday during my weekly cash stuffing. Have a great day and a wonderful rest of your week. God bless. Bye, guys.